Good morning. We are here with Garrett and John, and they are going to show us Beyond the Event Horizon.
How's it going, guys? We're from Magic Beast Game Design. Really excited to show off this game for you. This is Beyond the Event Horizon. It's a 4X space tile game that focuses on the space combat. So instead of an 8-hour game that takes forever and you get 5 combats game, and this is a 2-hour game in which you're going to get 30 to 50 multiplayer combats in a game. It's a lot more fast-paced. It's World War II in space. It's not Star Trek. It's Saving Private Ryan with spaceships and wormholes and space marauders and all that good stuff. So to start here, we're just going to do the quick play. So a lot of the board is already opened up. In this game, you're going to explore space, capture planets, use those planets to build up your technology and resources. Use that technology and resources to customize your 3 ship types to really make this custom, unique fleet that can really dominate in all these combats that are going to happen. So, right here I have my player board. It's got a little tech track on it at the top. That unlocks the technology I'm allowed to use. Underneath that is your basic upgrades. Those are the basic upgrades you can put on your ship. Underneath that are my capture flags, descriptions of the planetary enhancements that you can use to upgrade your planets, and the production tracker, which is basically the money to spend on stuff. Right next to that, you have your ship schematic board. On the top there, you're going to have the corresponding basic upgrade tokens that you can place on your ships. You have cruisers, drone mothers, and gunships. Cruisers are your light scouting ships. Drone mothers help you capture planets. And gunships are where you're going to get most of your firepower in. You're going to have your stats on there, the cost, movement, and capture value, which is what you use during the capture phase to capture your planets. You're also going to get these special upgrades. These are really cool. They'll go underneath your ship to allow them to do special things. And you're going to find these as you fight the space marauders on the board. So to really maximize the integrated play, we really hate it when you play a strategy game and everyone's turn takes a half hour, so you basically spend an hour and a half going and getting chips. It really takes you out of the game. This is integrated building phase, a lot of it's simultaneous play, which also helps us get in that 2-hour play time. So we're going to go through 4 phases. We're going to go through a build phase, move phase, capture phase, after the combat, and a reset phase. So during our build phase, Johnny, if you want to start doing your build.
Okay.
Johnny's going to buy either ship upgrades, planetary enhancements, or tech upgrades. And he's going to look at the board to see what's available to him. He's going to end that build phase by placing out 2 order markers to command ships, an exploratory vehicle token to explore some new space. So we got this big fleet here. Most of the nice juicy planets are right up here. The boards are going to randomize every game. Go ahead. The board's going to randomize every game. So we've been developing and playing this game for about 5 years. I have yet to have 2 games go the same, which means you're going to have to change your strategy every time you play this game, which is something I love. So he's going to figure out what he's going to do to explore that space. What's your strategy, John?
Well, I have this special upgrade, a scavenger, so I'm thinking of moving some of these drone mothers into these debris fields to up my production here, since the scavengers, they'll be able to go into those debris, gather materials, and get me more money. So what I need to do is get some way to help these things move. I'm thinking I'm going to spend 4 production, 2 production for the base upgrade, and then 1 for every ship of that type on the board. Since there's 2 drone mothers on the board, I'm going to go ahead and put flat cannons on there. That's going to be 4 of my 9 production. That leaves me with 5. I'm going to spend 3 more to buy another drone mother here. And that leaves me with 2. The last 2, I'm going to go ahead and spend to buy 1 more cruiser. Then I'll place my 2 order markers. I'm going to move from here and from here for the time being. And I am actually going to place the exploratory vehicle where Garrett has already placed it during the prep. And that will complete my build phase.
Now that he's in his build phase, I'm going to go through my build phase. We explored this territory right here. Now, if you notice, there's a wormhole token here. A nice edge on this game, there's constantly been new fronts opening up. So just when you think you're safe, a wormhole gets placed, you got to deal with an enemy from a whole new side. So all these tiles with wormholes are going to act as if they're adjacent. So once I explore this tile, I'll be able to move through this wormhole and come out other places on the board. It's a really great advantage. So I'm definitely going to want to explore that. That'll open up some avenues to either, and now I got to think if I want to capture planets or really start to fight some stuff. Now you're going to get most of your victory points from fighting stuff, so I'm going to split up my people when I go. I'm going to, let's see here. I'm going to put these big guns on my gunships. That's going to cost 3 production, these are with 8. Now normally the big guns give me not -1 movement, but my specialty upgrade is going to give me +1 movement. So that still keeps them at 2, which is pretty nice. Once I do that, I'm going to buy a couple more gunships. And that'll be all my production. Then I'll max out the fleet at 6 for that tile. So I have, right now, a really combative fleet. With those big guns, it means I'm going to be able to roll an extra die for every gunship. The gunships already rolls 3 regular grade dice, but that means I'll be rolling 4 grade dice for every gunship. That's a lot of firepower. I'm going to come for you. All right.
Oh no.
I'm going to end my turn by placing my order markers here and here. All right. So that ends the build phase. Once the build phase ends, we're going to reveal these tiles. Another debris field in front of me. That's a lot of fun. This is the one I really need. There we go. Nice juicy planet. Okay, so that's a nice big yellow planet with a wormhole tile on it. The yellow planet's going to get a tech upgrade. Same thing with these 2. So John really lucked out because he can grab some of that technology upgrade. Gives him more opportunities on how to customize his ship with the more technology he has. So you're going to activate your first order marker.
And I'm going to do 1, and Flatkins actually doesn't reduce movement. I can't actually do that thing. I'm messed up already. I know. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2. I'm going to put that guy there. Just get ready in case I need to move next turn. I have that movement ready to go.
I'm going to activate these guys first. Go over here so I can explore some more space. Let's put them over here. Go ahead.
All right. Then I do my second order marker. I'm going to take this one off, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. That takes 1, 2, and I put them there. And I'm going to move these ships into this tile to fight against these marauders that are sitting here.
Then I'm going to move my second group. Definitely want to take that planet, so I'm going to leave at least a drone mother there. And then I'm going to move my rest of my fleet. 1. Let's see here. Actually, I'm going to leave them there. I got an idea.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that.
How much production do you have?
13. I gained 4 production since I have a drone mother in that debris field, thanks to my scavenger special upgrade.
Sounds good. All right. So that'll end the movement phase. We have 1 combat to go through. We're going to show you how that works right now. So John has 1 gunship which will roll 3 gray dice, and each of those cruisers will roll a gray dice as well. Then the Marauders will roll 2 gray dice.
1 more.
1 more. Combat goes really simple. He rolls for hits. Marauders roll for hits. Looks like he has 3 hits, which will take out the Marauders, and 1 hit, so he'll have to take a hit himself.
Yep. Casualties are taken after everybody's rolled their dice.
Okay.
You really want to make sure the combat goes quick like that.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be 30 plus combats, and they really draw down the game. We had a really complicated combat.
So,
absolutely.
since I won a combat, I get to go, you can move that for me, Garrett. I get to go up 1 on the victory point tracker.
We're winning a combat.
And then since I beat Marauders, I also get to grab a new black market upgrade.
So he's
You
gonna
start
draw
with
2
one,
of
but
these.
if you want to get more, you got to beat those neutral forces to get one. I get to look at both of these and pick which one I want. I'm going to go with this one. Space laser.
What does space laser do?
Before movement phase, I'll be able to take from my ships, pick a tile up to 2 tiles away, and roll these dice. For every hit I get to destroy a ship.
All right. So then in combat, now we resolve captures. Captures can happen all simultaneously. So I'm going to capture that, gain the 2 production from that. So I go from 11 to 13 production, and go attack. And John's going to do the same thing.
I actually do not have enough to capture this planet. That is that each cruiser has a capture value of 1 on that player board. I have
It's
2
gotta be
cruisers,
4.
so I have a capture of 2. That's a defense value of 4. I'm not able to capture it this turn. Gunships have a capture value of 0.
Okay. Now we're in the reset phase. The reset phase works very simply. We're going to move up 1 on the round marker. Person with lowest production.
Which we are tied. We're both at 13.
We're both at tied, so we're going to roll off.
See who gets to place the wormhole.
I do.
Oh, I was hoping I would win that.
So, beginning of every round, one of these wormhole tiles are placed. If you notice, I left my big, nice fleet right there. Oh yeah.
Now he can pop out of this wormhole and get me.
Every
That's
time a
one of the
wormhole
reasons
opens
I
up,
wanted to win that dice roll, so I could actually prevent him from doing
Control,
this.
yeah.
But I lost control in this situation.
Now, every time a wormhole opens up, more marauders come through those wormholes. And during the reset phase, all those marauders are going to move. So these will move according to the sundial right here. 4, they're going to move right over there. Same thing with these. So this helps randomize their movement, helps shake up the board.
Yeah, I like that.
Lots of fun stuff can happen. But really the goal of this game is we went through it with a meat cleaver, and anything that was too bulky, we really chopped down. So that way, when we play it together, it fits right underneath that 2-hour play time, because it just moves. It's really fast paced. Nothing's too clunky. All right, we're in round 5. Go ahead and start with your build phase.
All right. So I have my 13 production. I am looking at this situation. I'm putting all my drone mothers in these debris fields to get money from those, but I still need to capture these planets. And I don't want to move this scavenger to something else. So in this situation, I want to get it so my cruisers can capture better. So I'm going to go ahead and spend, it's going to be 2 production plus 1 for every ship of that board, type of the board. I have 4 cruisers out, so I'm going to go ahead and spend 6 production to go ahead and buy Hangar Bay, which gives plus 2 capture value to my cruisers. And that spends 6 in my 13. That'll drop me down to 7 if I did my math right.
Yeah.
So now I got to decide what I want to do with this last 7 production. I'm thinking I can't make use of it right now, but I think I'm going to spend 3 of that 7 to buy a port over here. So I can't build on it this turn, but in later turns I can build ships on that location instead of here or on my other port. That'll give me more versatility to move around the board. Now that leaves me with 4. I'm going to spend the last 4 to buy 2 cruisers, and I'm going to place them over here. Now I'll go ahead and choose which order markers I'm going to choose to move. We're going to go ahead with this, and let's move these cruisers. That'll end my build phase, and they'll go to Garrett.
So I got 13 to build with.
Oh, almost forgot. Exploratory vehicle.
Yeah.
Place that really fast.
I'm going to place my exploratory vehicle 2 here. I got a lot of choices here. I got my big, nice, powerful fleet here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend 4 to put hull armor on my drone mothers. That leaves me with 9. Which I'm going to use to buy some cruisers to defend my port over here.
Right here.
I'm going to place these here. And these here just in case. All right, now that we're done with the build phase, we're going to do our reveals. There it
Hey,
is.
there's the blue planet. Big blue, as we like to call it.
So this blue planet will get 2 tech upgrades. It's really valuable, but it's hard to take. It's got a 16 defense value.
Oh, wow.
So you're going to do your first movement.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one here. I'm gonna move these 2 cruisers and end them there, right where that drone mother is.
Now I'm going to utilize that wormhole I just placed.
Oh boy.
So we're going to 1, 2. Going to move in a nice, big, beefy.
Which we'll
Force
see if
here.
my port will survive till the next turn. He might take it out here by fighting me.
The rest of the guys are going there.
Ah, he's also gonna fight those marauders. That makes sense.
Your turn.
All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and do my second one here. I'm gonna go ahead and move 1 here into this debris field to give me some more production next turn. And now I can move these cruisers. I'm gonna go ahead and actually move them. 1, put them right here where his cruisers are. I just
Take
realized
one
I
more cruiser.
completely
1,
forgot
2,
to
3.
use my space laser for my cruisers
Yes, you did.
before movement. Did I have anything I could space laser? Because everything moved. The only thing I could have, since it would have been before movement and it would have been coming from my cruisers, none of his ships were over here at that time. The only thing I could have space laser from is these 2 cruisers. I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick on this tile here,
Now that we're in the combat phase,
but it's all misses. So the space lasers, sometimes they'll whiff, but sometimes you can take out like 4 or 5 ships. It's a bit of a gamble.
so we're going to simulate right for you. I'm going to edit this, right? Okay. We're going to simulate right here the really beautiful part of this game, which is the multiplayer combat. So, let me do some of these here. Give me a gunship.
My gunships?
You're good.
All right.
So, other games of this type, it's kind of one battle at a time. If you end up with a tile like this, to where it's hugely contested, you all fight all at once. So we're just going to roll according to player order, which means Johnny's going to roll first. He has 1 gunship. He's going to pick 1 other fleet color to roll against.
All right. In this situation, I'm looking at the situation. There's a lot of cruisers and a lot of drum mothers, a lot of things going on here. But the biggest threat that I'm seeing at the moment is Garrett here in the red.
No.
Since he has a drone mother there that has hull armor, so that's going to be able to take 3 hits, and that gunboat's going to roll 3 dice. That's the most amount of dice that anybody can shoot. My value assessment is that's the biggest threat. I'm going to go ahead and shoot at him. In this situation, I got 1 hit. It then goes to the next person in turn order.
Right. So you're just going to assign that hit to me. Now I'm next in turn order. I still get to shoot back before anything happens. Now the reason you're so threatened, because I put these big guns on my gunship, they're going to roll 4 dice. My cruiser's going to roll a die. And the drone mother's going to roll a die too, but it only hits on a 6, so I'm going to roll a black die for the drone mother. I'm going to shoot against yellow. 1 hit. Okay. That'll take 1 hit towards them. In that case, white would shoot. They would probably want to shoot at me too, because I'm a pretty big, beefy guy.
Another hit.
Another hit towards me. Then yellow would shoot. They have a cruiser and a drone mother as well. Maybe they decide to go against the marauders. No hits. Then the marauders will shoot. They will always shoot at the fleet with the highest amount of people. And if there's a tie, then player order. So they're going to fire at me as well. Misses. Once all the hits have been assigned for 1 round of rolling, then the hits are taken off. Luckily, I have hull armor on my drone mother. So I'm going to tip it once to take 1 hit, and 2 to take 2 hits, because the drone mother already has 2 HP. I upped to 3 HP with the basic upgrade. So that's going to take those hits. Yellow's probably going to tip his drone mother as well to take that hit again. Now we're going to go into the next round of rolling. So Johnny already damaged me with some other people. You might want to finish me off or go towards another player.
And in this situation, since I have my 1 ship, it's a gunship, so it rolls a lot of dice, but it's only got 1 health. So I'm a little bit of a glass cannon here, and I'm thinking that the other people here are going to try to go for those that they can more guarantee get their hits. I'm gonna go on the assessment that hopefully the rest of the players shoot at red, and instead of shooting at red, I'm actually going to go for white in this situation.
in the next round.
And that's one hit.
So that's one hit at white. Now it's my roll. I'm gonna roll all these nice big dice. I'm gonna try to take out yellow here. 3 hits. That'll be enough to take them out. Now yellow still gets to roll. They'll probably shoot against me for a little revenge. They'll get a hit there. White would roll. Let's say white goes against Marauders again. No hits. Then the Marauders will also shoot at me. 1 hit. Now the hits will be taken again. I'm going to take off my drone mother for a hit and my cruiser for a hit, so that way I can at least protect a little of my firepower here. Those 3 hits are going to take out yellow, and that 1 hit against white is going to take out one of those ships. So we're just about done with the battle. Johnny, go ahead and do another round of rolling.
All right.
Now the choices have changed. I'm no longer the biggest threat here, so he's got to reassess every round of rolling.
Yeah.
It's a big, chaotic space battle. This is really what we wanted to simulate.
And in this situation, I can get up to 3 hits. But if I shoot at red or white, I can only if I roll multiple hits, I'm wasting some of those hits. So in this situation, I want to try to max out the amount of hits I can get with my gunboat. So I'm going to go for the Marauders, those light green ones.
No
Fortunately,
misses.
I got all misses in this situation.
I'm going to go against the Marauders too because they have the most ships. I got 1 hit. White will shoot at Marauders. No hits. The Marauders will shoot the person with the highest player order because everything's tied, which should be John. 1 hit against John. So that's going to take out 1 Marauder ship, 1 of Johnny's ships. Now here's the end of it.
You got it backwards. I'm gray, you're red. What are you doing?
That's right. That's right. Okay. Now I'm going to shoot first since Johnny is out of it. White, I suppose. When you roll here, that's a hit. White will roll against me in retaliation. It's a miss. The Marauders will roll against me as well, and the Marauders miss. So let's finish this up. I'll roll against Marauders. They get a hit. Marauders roll against me, and a miss. I pulled out of it, just by a little bit. Okay. Now the way this
Last
works,
ship standing.
the biggest bit of the bigger and better battles get the most victory points. So because there were 4 opponents in that battle, I'm going to get 4 victory points for winning that battle, which now puts me at the winning. So again, we really wanted to simulate like this is space, the final front line. It's it's World War I trenches in space. So the combat's really chaotic. We can get these big multiplayer combats most of it in that 2-hour play time, 30 to 50 of them. And it just moves, it's quick pace. You don't get bogged down with resource management or anything else or civilization building. It's just the space combat. Because that's what we really loved about those games. That's what we really wanted to highlight.
Yeah.
So.
Now, is this going to Kickstarter? Is this going straight to retail?
This got funded on Kickstarter last year.
Oh, did it? Okay.
So we're playing it on June 20th, 2025 at Origins. It's shipping like right now.
Okay.
So we're running a special on our site till the end of the month, till June 30th, for 15% off when you use promo code FOMO. And then once it ships, it's good to go, and then you can buy it off our site or any retailers that carry it in Grand Rapids. So,
Yeah. And if you end up doing the pre-order, you end up getting
right.
Scoundrels and Sabotage, one of our expansions. That adds a new deck of cards that you get to play. Those that you place face down, your opponents don't get to see those ones, and you gain Scoundrels every turn. You spend those Scoundrels to re-roll dice and sabotage your opponents.
yes. We got a lot of expansions planned out for this. We got one that we hit our stretch goal, a WMD in the bag.
Is it in this bag? Yeah, there it is. Weapons of Mass Destruction.
That's for $10 on our site right now. That will add a lot of stuff to your game as well. It adds things like space nukes, gravity bombs, more planetary enhancements to really make it chaotic in case you're that much of a psychopath.
I will say I love Weapons of Mass Destruction.
Oh my goodness, yes. So we're really proud of this. We spent 5 years developing it. It's one of our favorite games that we've ever played. One of our favorite games we've ever made. We're really happy to bring it out to people and take it away. So.